Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down, ball at the 36. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they bring him down around the 34. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. This will be caught by Watkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Back to throw. Throw complete to Warren. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Pacheco again. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
What happens with defenses, once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go, set.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. They pick up 20 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have second and pretty long here.
Dragon 60.
They send a man in motion. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Putting a receiver in motion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Warren. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll run for this. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. Room to run inside the 20. And they finally get to him at the 15. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, Warren. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready?
They motion the tight end over. Warren can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
Viking 18.
3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
Ready?
All or nothing here, 4th and goal. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch and the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
37-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Down to the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
They'll come out throwing. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion here.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hup.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fryermuth there to bring it in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers with a chance to break this tie. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready. Set, go.
They'll try and throw it here. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. 35 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They are throwing it again. They'll get this one to Watkins. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They're now set for 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. 18 Raptor. 18 Raptor.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He'll throw it yet again. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Pickens, the motion man right. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. And the Steelers are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
On the set.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Right here. Let's go.
Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock, and unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
They go play action on first. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Hook.
He'll throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Chop 60, chop 60. Big Lion.
They put a receiver in motion here left.
Check go.
Third and long for him here. He lofts it deep left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. First down, ball at the 36.
Yellow. Return.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a slim 2-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
70, 19 Lions. Ready?
First and 10, looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Let's go now.
Second and 10 now. He's loaded another one up. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
He's trying to go deep again. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. He'll throw it. On target to Worthy. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Panther 60. Go.
It's Pickens on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
60 Bison.
Another carry for him. On the move into the red zone. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's throwing for it. And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Yellow.
From the 32. Connects with Wiley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Yellow.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And the Steelers get home, they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try to run with Pacheco. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs come through to tie it in the 4th. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's the score. Chiefs 21, Steelers 20.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. Caught by Freiermuth. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Big alert! Go!
Warren here from the gun. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Let's go now!
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hurt!
They've got a man in motion.
70 range! Huh.
Now on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go! Set!
Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call.
Check up!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Come on.
They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And he's brought down for a loss. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He sends this one to the end zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead to 7. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8.
Steelers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off 14th.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's going to try to drop it in deep right into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Chiefs get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
A first down carry for Pacheco. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. It's Pacheco again. Oh, he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And and they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They cross the 40. Nice run there. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Throwing on second and real long here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trail by 8. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go. Go.
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Street.
Back to throw now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Ice cream, Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Now my head boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. Play with him like that. I think he knows. When I say to him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than
inspires a rabbit. Death inspires me.